Pretty sick one. That's sick.
Oh.
I got to share that.
Wow.
Get ready for the ultimate poker thrill ride. We've gathered the sickest hands in poker history, featuring royal flushes, quads, and straight flushes that defy the odds. These aren't just lucky moments, they're the stuff of poker legend, where fortunes change with a single card and the reactions are priceless. Stick around until the end to witness the rarest cooler in all of poker history, when everything goes right. In our opening clip, Alexi finds himself in the kind of poker scenario most players only dream about. His hand starts strong and just keeps improving. But when the river card gives his opponent Benjamin a massive boost, that's when the real fireworks begin. Little does Benjamin know, only one player is holding quads.
Been called in 2 spots. Alexi.
Welcome to the table.
Yeah, like easy game. And he's going to get some action here. Ben with ace-10. Hang around with his pair.
Uh-oh. Ivan's hunting for something he doesn't want.
I can't seem to do anything but calling.
So.
And, well, he picked up a royal flush draw. Does Ben on the turn. And this is only out. The other club's going to get him in trouble.
And he does check. I mean, it's interesting that he would check. Oh my goodness. It's interesting he bets with that. Now he doesn't have to worry.
I like it, right? He's supposed to slow down on that card, isn't he? The clubs come in.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah,
Just,
yeah. Hope the ace is.
Someone's got an ace, you get paid. If they don't, you don't. And Ben, of course, snapping with that ace.
This hand is the perfect example of poker's brutal yet beautiful nature. Benjamin, sitting on a powerful full house with a royal flush draw, might have felt unstoppable right up until Alexi turned over quads. The way Alexi extracts maximum value from this monster hand is nothing short of masterful. This wasn't just a win, it was a lesson in how to play a great situation to perfection. And if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. There's plenty more poker drama where this comes from. Poseidon's Poker Glory. In this unforgettable hand, the stage is set for one of the most surreal poker moments ever captured on camera. Dan Jungleman Cates, fully embracing his inner Poseidon, sits at the table dressed as the god of the sea. But while his trident and toga are all about fun, the $840,000 pot he's gunning for is anything but.
So we got a straddle from Leon, a raise from Wayne, Jungle Man, Trident, Smooth calls pocket 8s, and Punat Ponsri wakes up with pocket aces. 54,000. Playing some deep stacks.
Probably won't see you.
Dan will be calling with 2 8s.
Yes, thank you.
No. 8.
Again.
And we just flop quad 8s.
That's the 8 now.
Another player come in.
44.
And this is just disaster for Punat Ponsri. And they're playing. They started this hand for at least 400K. Dan with the slow play. And that is an ace on the turn, and there is no way Punat Ponsri has a chance to get away now. He's got top boat. Dan Cates is going to bet his quad 8s, it seems. Reaching for chips. Wants to bet the turn. Smaller bet designed to, of course, get the ace to call, as well as those jacks, queens, and kings. We got 1 out to come back. $367,000 in the middle. Backdoor flush does get there. Still got quad 8s. Absolutely sick hand. is gonna push it all in, and Puna Prince are gonna get the bad news. Shows his aces.
Oh my god. Wow.
Leon, not full. Leon.
Yikes.
Leon. Huh?
The hand itself is a stone cold cooler. It's one of those rare scenarios where skills take a backseat to fate. Quads versus a full house. With nearly $1 million on the line, it's the kind of action poker dreams or nightmares are made of. The irony couldn't be thicker. While Jungle Man's outlandish costume might have seemed like a joke, his gameplay was all business. Tony G, the master of mayhem. In our next clip, Tony G brings his trademark chaos to the poker table. Known for his loud, brash personality and relentless needling, Tony isn't just about playing the cards, he's playing everyone at the table. As the hand unfolds, his antics only intensify, turning what could have been a standard hand into a full-blown spectacle.
Doing all of this for the people to enjoy the show, enjoy poker a bit. Like bring back the old timers like me and have fun with the game. I know what they're doing, you know? I know what they're thinking. I've thought of everything they have. I have forgotten everything they know. Oh, mate, you've got the Tony Resort open to pillaging.
Price 225.
You know you have it. You have the Tony Resort, unlimited drinks, you have Nordas protecting you at night.
Cold.
And now, I don't know even that you should never drink on the job. And where's your tie? Wear your tie and be presentable.
Okay, I came and stayed at Tony Resort and you had a key to my room.
25.
Yeah, but someone has to protect you.
It was 25.
I gave you a room next to my room. Yeah, everyone's protecting you, Warren.
Yeah, it's like
Three players.
cracking the table.
500.
500.
Just because it's one chip. And I don't even have an ace. There you go. I don't have an ace.
Big game cash games that
I
he
don't
just
have an
seems
ace
to always
one.
do
How about
well,
that?
or
I don't
almost
have an
always.
ace and I'm
Who,
happy
Tony?
with it.
Yeah. He just riles people up and forces them to make big
If he's
mistakes.
going to call, I know he has an ace.
Puts people off the game and unsettles them, and
How much do
has
you
his
have?
own way of doing it.
This is 7, about 8.
Alright. You want to do something crazy?
What's that?
I mean, we know you got an ace now. But is the kicker good?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, wow.
1500. It's one of those pots where you're going to chop. Chop, chop, they say.
If Tony's bluffing, he has to just call. He can't raise,
of
right?
course. I like to just call here and
Don't
just
go
hope
all
a high card comes off and then
That's
try and, ship to get
I'm
him
going
off
to
an
go all in
ace
on
two.
the river, no matter what happens. There you go. That way I'm showing commitment.
It doesn't really matter, does
No,
it?
it would have gone.
I got, you got to beat 4 sixes. Can you do that?
4 6s.
Yeah, you got to beat 4 sixes. Can you beat 4 sixes? All right, fold your hand. Fold it, get rid of it.
Oh, wow.
Get
slow
rid of it,
rolling.
I'm not lying. Come on. Do you trust me? Fold it. Please, for me. Show me some confidence. You can't do it.
It's a 20,000 pot, and he's
No,
giving
yes,
him the
player.
rub down with that.
He's bet 60,000 as well.
I'm a genuine guy. Come on, I'm a stand-up guy.
When the dust settles, Tony G rakes in the pot, leaving his opponent reeling. It's bad enough to lose to quads, but to lose to Tony G, who never misses a chance to rub salt in the wound, is honestly just another level of pain. His opponent's disbelief is written all over his face. But for Tony G, it's just another day in his poker circus. Playing against a legend. Facing Phil Ivey at the poker table is intimidating enough. Add quads into the mix and you've got a serious problem. In this unforgettable hand, Ivey masterfully builds a massive pot from an unassuming start, showcasing his ability to control the action with every bet. His approach is like a slow burn, methodical, patient, and deadly.
Ivy got the aces. Limps in. Sam checks back king at clubs. Rut-row.
Action. The whole shalada, but here he's really a bit unlucky. Oh, well, that
Wow.
actually, now that is, that's a sight you'd love to see if you're a Phil Ivey fan.
Still doing okay in this
Gotta love it. Slip some rope, you know, in case some, I mean, if flush runs out, if a club were to come, oh my goodness gracious.
Ivy bets. Sam's going to raise. Ivy's going to jam. I mean, he's not going to like it when he gets jammed on.
He's probably, I don't even
But you
think
got
he
the king
thinks
flush.
long. Really.
Sam's going to feel sick, but he can't fold. Quads.
Wow.
Have some of that.
Wow. What a hand. I mean, this is a sick three-handed, 1 versus 2 stack in the biggest cooler you're going to see possible.
Ivy doesn't just win, he orchestrates a flawless takedown. His every move is designed to extract maximum value, and when he finally strikes, it's a devastating blow. This hand is a textbook example of why Phil Ivey is considered one of the best in the game, proving that when he's at the table, there's no such thing as a safe hand. An Aussie adventure full of surprises. In this next clip, Tony G brings his signature swagger and fearless aggression to the Aussie millions. At this level, every decision is magnified, and even the most seasoned pros can find themselves walking a tightrope. But Tony G is not one to back down, and he dives into the action head first, eager to outmaneuver the best of the best.
After Phil Ivey folded, Chris Ferguson folds, so does Hansen.
Well, pretty strong drawing hand so far.
So Joanda will call 3 players to the flop. And here is the flop. Ace, Queen, 10 of diamonds.
Wow.
He had a big look like you're gonna bet.
And he checks his bottom pair.
I check.
And so does Tony.
Well, of course he's going to give his opponents a chance to maybe catch up a little.
9 of diamonds here.
Well, Patrick has 2 pair now. If it comes a 9 or a 10 on the river, he could get in trouble with a full house. Joanda still with a pair and a straight draw, and
Queen of clubs.
Well, Joanda made trips, but of course, needless to say, Tony G has better than that.
6,000 to bet from Tony G.
Joanda gets away from his hand, and of course, Patrick can't possibly call. Well, he's thinking about it, maybe.
And he folds.
Pretty sick one. That's sick.
Oh.
I gotta show that.
Wow.
The hand doesn't go as planned, and the pot ends up smaller than Tony hoped. True to form, he doesn't hold back his frustration, letting everyone at the table and the viewers at home know exactly how he feels. Even when things don't go his way, Tony G ensures he's the center of attention, delivering a performance that's as much about personality as it is about poker. A setup for a disaster. In this clip, we dive into one of the most brutal poker hands ever played. Andrew Roble, still in pursuit of his first World Series of Poker bracelet, enters a hand that he'll replay in his mind for years to come. Holding pocket 9s, Roble smooth calls a pre-flop raise, hoping to catch a set and seize control of the action. But as the saying goes, sometimes you get exactly what you wish for, and it's not always a good thing.
Raise to 8.
I'll get there.
Go. Go. $18. $42. Go. Cool. All in.
I have quads.
And a call.
Oh, bloody hell. Wow. Can you imagine in the commentary box? Oh my God, what a cooler. Unbelievable. Andrew, that is so sick. That is so sick. God, that's so sick. God almighty. I thought you had the 9.
I thought you had a queen.
Yeah. Nice betting. Nice betting.
They both had a queen.
Really nice betting. That's great betting with the quads, sir.
The table's reaction says it all. Stunned silence and wide, shocked eyes. Ever the professional, Roble handles his devastating loss with grace. He sighs, mucks his cards, and shakes hands with Lewis before exiting the table. This isn't just a bad beat, it's a poker tragedy that will be talked about for years. And you can bet that Roble himself will have a story to tell about the day that he lost it all to quads. Hollywood on the felt. In this unforgettable clip from the 2008 World Series of Poker main event, the stakes are already sky high. But the addition of Hollywood royalty takes this tension to a whole new level. Comedy icon Ray Romano, best known for his role in Everybody Loves Raymond, finds himself at the poker table blending celebrity charm with high-stakes drama.
Motoyuki Mabuchi. Mabuchi made a bet after the river onto that scary board. Phillips now fires back with a raise.
Has Justin Phillips bet the shirt off his back?
Action on Mabuchi. He's all in.
All in call, table
Phillips
one.
turns over a royal flush.
Royal flush.
Mabuchi, quad aces.
You gotta be kidding me. Quad aces, your last hand of the main event.
What a way to hit the rail.
There's nothing more ultimate than that.
That is a statistical improbability, my friends.
That's good. What a horrible river card for your.
If you flop a set of aces, river quads, and lose, that's a bad beat.
And Mabuchi does stumble out of the main event.
Take a picture of that one, dude. Oh, that's good. That is just...
If this happened to Phil Hellmuth, the table would no longer be here.
Coming down table, sit down, boom. 4 aces, royal flush. How many times are you going to see that?
The chances of a royal flush and quads happening in the same hand, 1 in 2.7 billion.
I like you. Did you guys really hug?
Yeah, you got to give some love to the dealer.
I get a little credit too, right?
That's good. You wouldn't have came here and I know what happened. You're the man. I love Raymer.
He loves Greg Raymer?
Everybody watch that show.
Greg Raymer has his own TV show?
Wow, you got a famous TV star at your table, beat quad aces with a royal...
While Ray's presence is a fun surprise, it's Phillips who steals the show. His high-energy antics and incredible luck create a hand that lives on in poker lore. Phillips didn't just win a pot, he crafted a story worth retelling. A perfect fusion of poker intensity and Hollywood flair. To never miss an epic fight, legendary poker story, or sick suck out, make sure to like and subscribe.